Hey G, what up, bro?
My guy, what's shaking, boy? What's the word, man?
You can hear me good?
Yeah, I hear you. We good.
Alright. Yo, if we get kicked off, I'm gonna just hop back on, just send a request, alright?
Yeah, 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 easy.
Alright, how's that? How's the fam doing? Everyone good?
Yeah, everyone's good, man. Just taking things one day at a time, bro. That's all we can do at this point.
For sure, man. I appreciate
Yeah,
you, man, taking out some time. Let me ask you some questions. Right now we got Anthony Gurley, man. Played against him in high school. How many years pro? You retired or you still going? You still hooping?
nah, I'm done, man.
Done?
I finished up in Venezuela this past year, and I called it a career, man. So, I'm just thankful for the journey.
Alright, real talk. Alright, so you do like 8 or 9 years? You did.
Eight, yeah, eight good ones,
Alright, so
man.
8 years pro, man.
It was a good run.
For sure. All right, so go ahead and introduce yourself. Say, your name, your age, where you from, born and raised, your siblings. Just into a
For
quick
sure.
little intro.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, my name is Anthony Gurley. I'm from Boston, Mass. Born and raised in Roxbury. I went to Newton North High School. I was class of '06, Newton North. From there, I went and played at Wake Forest for a season. That was like the '07 season, I think. I want to say, yeah.
I'm gonna get into that. I just want you.
Yeah, '07
So,
season. From there, I transferred back home to UMass, and I finished up the rest of my collegiate career at UMass, class of 2011. From there, um, then I was
now
able to
we'll
go.
get into that.
Hmm.
We'll get into that later on in the interview. But I just want you to right now just break down your high school career, bro. Talk to me. Tell me why you went to Newton North. Who your teammates were. Your
Yeah,
accolades. Don't be modest. Let it all out. How many points you scored, like how many titles and all that.
for sure. Newton North. Well, first of all, I was a Metco student, so I was in Newton Public Schools my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm from the city. I was
Yeah.
born and raised in Roxbury, but I was in the Metco program, so that means like you know inner city kids were getting bussed out to the suburbs every day, and just my designated region or my designated town was Newton. So that's
Okay.
where I went. I went to school in Newton from first grade to 12th grade, and yeah, Newton North. First couple years I was there, I played varsity my freshman year, and
Okay.
I started varsity since freshman year. My first couple years there, like freshman and sophomore year, we were up and down a little bit. Um, we were in the top half of our league always, but we had a little bit of a hurdle once we got to the tournament every year. We had to play against Brookline, and they were in our league, and just so happened like the first 2 years we matched up against them in the tournament. So they had a really good squad. They had some talented guys. Jeff Adrian being the
Yeah.
most notable player. So we had to go through them every single year, and we got bounced out the first couple years, but from that experience, I feel like we really took a lot. We took a lot from that. You know what I'm saying? We
So that
lost,
was
but we
those.
lost, but we gained more, huh?
That was your freshman and sophomore year, right? Matched up
Yeah,
against
correct.
Brookline.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Freshman and
what
sophomore
was
year. Hmm?
just talk about how what was that transition like? Did you see your game growing every year as a freshman, a sophomore? Like, where
Yeah.
was you excelling at? What year was you really start to excel?
Well, like I said, I have been starting since freshman year. You know what I'm saying? I think freshman year I averaged about 15 points. I played well, and I
Okay.
started really getting on a lot of people's radars. I just kept working. You know what I'm saying? That summer, I really took it serious. I got in the gym. I was on the AAU circuit a little bit, but I really took a large leap my sophomore year. When I came out. And I had a couple really good games against Brookline. I started getting on some national radar. Um, I remember most notably, like most vividly, one of the games we played against Brookline. It was early in the season. I must have scored like 30 something points, but there was like a big time sports reporter there who I actually since that day, like I became really good friends with. He works for ESPN now, Jeff Goodman.
Okay.
He was reporting locally because he's from Mass. So he was reporting on the game and stuff like that, and I had a big game. And ever since then, he was rocking with me, and that's when
Yeah.
my stock. That's when my stock just started to rise. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? He wrote a nice article. He's like, keep an eye out for this kid, and so my stock just continued to rise after that, and I kept working. I followed my sophomore year up with a big time summer at on the AAU circuit, playing with BABC. We went to
Who were some of your teammates on BABC?
on my sophomore year, BABC. We had me, Jeff Adrian, of course. We had Kobe Santos was on our team. We had Farno DeGan was on our team. I remember Jeremy Shannon. He's from Lowell area. He was on our team. Jonathan Cruz was on our team. We had a nice little squad. Man. It was definitely a good group. Yeah, it was a good group of guys, man. We went far too. We all meshed well. We went far. We went to the championship of the Peach Jam, and they had a long
Big.
list of NBA guys that was in that in that tournament or whatever. And that's kind of where I really started getting my national exposure was when I showed out at the Peach Jam. I was coming off the bench, but I was really coming in and I was putting it up. I was getting some really good numbers and good looks from that. Somebody actually just sent me like a sheet, like a stat sheet from that tournament that year, the other
Yeah.
day. It was funny, yeah. And you should see some of the names on there. KD was at that tournament, man. Like a bunch of
That's
names,
dope.
yeah,
That's dope to
yeah.
have that
And
sheet,
I
man.
was right in the mix with them, so I was like, that felt good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
All right, so walk us through your junior and senior year, man. I kind of want to skip this part, but uh,
Man, listen. So junior and senior year came, and now mind you, from my sophomore year, we got a core group of guys now that have been playing with each other for a couple years. So we had the class that was ahead of us, which was the '05 class, and they, you know what I'm saying, we had it was their senior year now. So we had a lot of leadership in that class. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys definitely, they set the tone for us. We were obviously '06. We obviously had the more talent. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
it was a certain level of respect we had for those guys. You know what I'm saying? We made sure to come in and work hard every day. We had a lot of expectations, man, and that we wanted to, you know what I'm saying, exceed. So we came in, we locked in, focused. We had a really good regular season. Ended up, getting to the tournament. I think we lost one game during the regular season. That was to Charlestown. Um,
What was that game like? Because you know what I mean. I
it
know
was
y'all
it,
ain't, y'all was
yeah,
kind of blowing through everyone. Yeah, we had a bunch of good games, and but what was that loss like against Charlestown?
yeah. So the loss against Charlestown, it was a back and forth game, man. But in the end, they, you know what I'm saying, they had a deep bench, and they came out and they I think they snuck us at the end, probably beat us by like 6 or 7. It was a close one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I think that game really it really set us up to put us back in that mindset. You know what I'm saying? We had to just get in the reset mode and just be like, you know what? Like we really gotta be on our game going into the tournament. And the tournament wasn't any easier. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, like those games that we had against you guys, I felt like those were the state championship games right there. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
the winner of that game was
yeah,
gonna win
the
it
winner,
all.
the winner of those games was gonna go and take the state title. And you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because no, not taking anything away from the teams that we faced after you guys, but I just felt like that was it. That was the state championship
yeah,
game right there.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those games we had against you guys at UMass Boston and at Taunton, man. Those are some of the most memorable games, and I'll never forget that, man. I was telling somebody recently,
Standing
like,
room only, man. Them games
yeah,
were
man,
classic, bro.
you had to be there to understand it. You know what I'm saying? And just the battles, man, that we had. That's why it's always much love and much respect for all of y'all, man. For real, for real.
Yeah, you already know. So what did you end up ending your high school career with? Like how many points? When did you surpass your 1,000 point? Like
Yeah, so I
what
reached I
numbers?
reached I reached 1,000 like maybe midway through my junior year. So I reached it then, um, and then I ended up with 1850.
That's tough.
Yeah, 1850. I probably could have got 2,000, but my coach was sitting me a lot at some of the. He was sitting me a lot, like at the end of some of the games and stuff.
Yeah, I
So
be
I,
waxing dudes. Yeah, I get it.
yeah, we was on it. So like he used to just sub me out in the second half. Sometimes I was frustrated then, but you know what I'm saying. I'm like, damn man, I'm trying to get that extra 30. I'm trying to get that 30 ball, dog.
That's okay. All right. So, what year did you start getting like the big time like offers and recruitment and stuff like
Yeah,
that? Walk me through some of those, like some of your visits you took, and how'd you narrow it down to
yeah,
schools?
yeah. So sophomore year, I started getting interest from a lot of schools. Um, the recruitment started to pick up, the offers started to come in, but I want to say going into my junior year, that's when things was really starting to get hectic. You know what I'm saying? And I had schools coming to see me throughout my junior year. So, you know what I'm saying? I had a bunch of coaches come. I had obviously Wake Forest was on me hard. You know what I'm saying? I had a bunch of the ACC schools. NC State offered me, BC offered me, University of Miami offered me. Um, I think it was. I didn't get offered by Carolina or Duke. Nah, I wasn't. Nah, that was another. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get
A
offered by
lot of
like the
other
top.
ACC schools.
Yeah. But a lot of the ACC schools were on me. I think V Tech was on me for a little bit. Then you know what I'm saying? I was getting interest from Nova at that time. They never offered me though.
Mhm.
Um, Memphis offered me. Coach Calipari came to my high school, sat down with me and my coach. They offered me. Uh, and I want to say a couple other schools I might be forgetting. I think some SEC schools was on me too.
Okay, that's dope,
But
man.
but it, yeah.
What about? I know most of your teammates in high school, but what was it like playing with Corey Lowe, man? Like, did y'all did y'all for forced to that same school that the thing you was talking about, or did y'all choose to go there, or what
So
was it like
nah.
playing with
So
him, bro? Like, what was the
yeah.
chemistry?
So Corey, he's from Newton, so he was already set to
Oh,
go to New.
okay.
He was already set to go to Newton North. You know what I'm saying? He lived out there, and me and him met. We met at a young age before we even started going to school together. We met in the fifth grade. I seen him at a court one day, and we just started playing 1-on-1. And he actually beat me. He busted my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was mutual ever since, mutual respect ever since then. You know what I'm saying? Then we ended up going to the same middle school together. So we was playing middle school together and then high school. You know what I'm saying? So we had already been playing with each other for years before me and him was kind of aligned in the backcourt together. You know what I'm saying? And my high school coach knew that we was coming to the school. So
That's dope. He's already
yeah,
expecting. I got
yeah,
this
he was already
1-2
yeah,
punch.
yeah. But the thing about it wasn't just me and Corey though. Like
Yeah,
we had another guy, you know what I'm saying, Jason Rife, that was, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying, he was a sniper, you know what I mean? Like he was a big time sniper.
Even
And
y'all bigs was solid, man.
yeah,
I
we
think
had
your
we
junior,
had
your
yeah.
junior year.
Yeah, our junior year we had a big my junior year. Yep, he was runner. Yep, he was athletic, about 6'6", could run the floor, block shots. You know what I'm saying? He was a big time asset to
Brandon
our team. Yeah,
Stevenson.
yeah. Biggs was with us. He played more of a role senior year, but he was still with us though. Yep,
Yeah.
definitely, man, for real.
Y'all definitely had a tough squad, man. Those battles were a classic, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so what made you choose Wake, man? And what was that like? Rest in
So
peace.
yes.
Uh,
So it came down to BC and Wake for my two final choices or whatever. And the reason why I went to Wake was because, I thought I felt the run and gun style. It really fit my style of play. Um, they was losing some guards at the time. They lost CP, they lost Justin Gray. So there was an opportunity for me to go in and play right away. And you know what I'm saying? It's a big time school and a big time conference, man. You know what I'm saying? We
Big time
playing in
coach, man.
big time coach. We playing in front of 14,000 fans plus every night. Man, it's every kid's dream, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I would see some of the battles down in Carolina, down on Tobacco Road. You know what I'm saying? Between all of those schools and stuff, the Dukes, the Carolinas, Wakes, NC States. You know what I'm saying? They all on the same. You know what I
Right.
mean? Within 2 hours of each other. So
Uh,
um, it was like a dream come true, man. I went down there, I visited the school. I hooped with the fellas. I got to know them, you know what I'm saying, on another level. And I ended up just deciding to be like, man, let me just get up out of here. You know what I mean?
That
At least give it a shot. You know what I'm saying, huh?
and that's tough because I'm sure a lot of people wanted you to stay home and play
Yeah,
right, you know,
yeah,
right in
yeah,
the
yeah.
city.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Had I went to BC, I would have literally still been right in Newton. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's Chestnut Hill, Newton. It's the same thing.
Right.
It's right down the street from each other. So, a lot of people was pulling for me to go to BC, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It was my decision to make, and I just decided I wanna get it. I wanna give this a shot. I wanna go big time with it. You know what I mean?
Right. So what was that transition like going from high school to college? You know what I mean? It's a different level, different
Yeah,
guys.
man.
Now you
Nah, definitely.
next level. What was that like?
It was a it was definitely a transition, man, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? Like just getting acclimated to the lifestyle, first of all. You know what I mean? Like I tell kids all the time, you say you want to go to school and play in college. You say you want to get a scholarship. You say you want to do all of this stuff, but are you really, you know what I'm saying, ready for what that brings? You know what I mean? Because
Right.
literally once you step on that campus, these coaches own you. You know what I'm saying? And it's very demanding. You know, you got to be able to manage your time. You got to be able to make sure you're setting aside time for your academics, and you gotta make sure you put in your extra work in so you can improve. You know what I mean? It's a battle, man. You know what I'm saying? It's very demanding on the court. I had to you know, when I first got there, like they had me on the weights. Like the weights, I think the weights was the biggest adjustment for me because, you know, we was doing all types of crazy Olympic lifting weights and this and that. I got to learn how to clean now. I got to learn how to
Yeah.
squat heavy weight. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was the biggest adjustment. On the court, you know, the game was a little bit faster and there was a lot more athletes. I was playing with some damn athletes, but after a while I was able to, you know what I'm saying? I was able to pick that up. And I definitely got down there and you know what I'm saying? I demanded my respect when I first stepped on campus. Let's just say
Yeah.
that.
Nah, that's what's up, man. I remember that. I remember that.
There was a I said that because, you know, in the summer there was a you know, there was a league. They called it the Rusty LaRue League, and it was at East Forsyth High School or West Forsyth High School, one of them schools that was close to Wake. And so all the local college guys played in that, all the pros played in that, CP, Josh Howard, all of those guys played in that. And so me, I'm from Boston. I get down there. This is my first time. This is my first time they seeing me in live action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so all my coaches is at this game, all my teammates, and I went for 50 that night. So
You went crazy.
I went crazy. You know what I'm saying? I went crazy on them. So, you know, I really stepped on campus like, you know, it's time. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely time.
All right. Speak on a little bit like, you know, you go from being a man in high school to now, what was your minutes like your freshman year? And like just
Yeah,
adjusting to that, you know what I mean? Because that could take a lot of players out their game
yeah,
coming from being a man, winning two
yeah.
back-to-back titles, and now
No,
you
for
getting
sure,
like, you know, 7 or 8 minutes, you know, your
for
freshman
sure.
year, like or whatever.
So,
How many minutes
so,
were you playing?
so I played 15 minutes a game my freshman year. Um, I was, you know, some games I would play a lot. Some games I wouldn't play as much. Some games I play like 8, 10 minutes. Some games I play like 18, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It all depended on the game,
Yeah.
who was playing well, who wasn't playing well. I had a couple 20-point games. I had some really big time games my freshman year. I remember we was playing against Thaddeus Young. Um, what's the other Bulls name from Thaddeus Young, Javaris Crittenton at Georgia Tech. That was when I had like 24 that game. It was at Georgia Tech too. They had a couple other pros on their team too. Um, I remember that I had a really big game against them, and then I had some other really good games. I played well against BC. I played well against Miami. You know what I mean? Like I have some out of conference games that I played really well in. So excuse me, sorry about that. It was a
Right.
it was a up and down year for me, but all in all, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm thankful for the experience. You know what I mean? Like I would rate it a good season for a freshman in the ACC coming from, you know what I'm saying,
Absolutely.
where I came from. Like I average about 7 points a game. You know what I'm saying? 15 minutes. I'll take it, man.
Sure. All right. So walk us into your sophomore year at there. You know, I'm sure you're feeling more confident, probably a bigger role.
Yeah. So my sophomore, so now my freshman year ended at Wake, and I had went to my coach because I was just, I was having a hard time fitting in socially after school. You know what I mean? I was from the city. I'm a city kid. I went down to the South. I was you know what I mean? I was enjoying it, but I wasn't enjoying it as much as, you know what I'm saying, I felt like I was going to. Um so I went to my coach, Coach P, God rest his soul. So I went to him and I was voicing my, you know what I'm saying, my concerns and just how I was thinking about transferring. And me and him ended up having a long discussion. He spoke to my parents. We ended up having a long discussion, and I ended up deciding to go back to school. You know what I mean? So after the final semester was over, I had came back home. I got recharged. I was in the gym here. I was around my family. You know how it goes. So I was feeling good. I was feeling recharged, and I went back to school that summer. So when I went back to school that summer, now I got a completely different mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really like it's time to go now. Like I'm
Right.
I'm I'm going extremely hard in the workouts. You know what I'm saying? I'm the top performer in pickup. We got scrimmages in front of the camp. Like I'm performing at a very high level. And mind you, they brought in a couple future pros. You know what I'm saying? They brought in James Johnson. They brought in Jeff T. So now the level of play has risen. You know what I
Right.
mean? Now everybody's like, shit, man. I gotta scrap for my minutes now. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm really there with everyone, like neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? And outperforming these guys. Um, so the summer had gone along with there, and I'll never forget this day. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a really weird day. July 26th, it was like an extremely weird day. Me and my boy Jamie Skeen, he was my roommate in the summertime. And I think Ish Smith, yep. We were all like roomed in like a little I think it was like a triangle or something. You know what I'm saying? It was my room, Ish room, Jamie room, boom.
Yeah.
So we was all just chilling in the room. And all of a sudden, our phone, I think one of them got a text or something, or somebody got a text and was like, yo, we gotta go to the office. Coach collapsed. And we was like, what? With the like, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
and so we get to the office and it's just like this somber mood. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody's really telling us anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole bunch of confusion. He had already been transported to the hospital,
Yeah.
and it was like we it was one of those, it was like something out of a movie, I should say. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm with all of my teammates. We're in the basketball office and we're not hearing much information. They're not really telling us much. But
You
come to
could just
find
feel
out,
the vibe. Something went
I could
down.
just feel the vibes. They were like, Coach was rushed to the hospital, but they didn't tell us that he was already dead.
Oh,
Like he was running around the track and he ended up walking back into his office and having a massive heart attack. Like he laid down on his couch and had a massive heart attack. So when his secretary went back there, she seen him just not, you know what I'm saying? She seen him non-responsive. So
yeah.
she immediately tried to call the ambulance and they rushed him out of there. But he was already dead once he left there. But they didn't tell us that. So now they bringing us. We have to go to this separate house of a booster. Like we went to a booster's house. They took us all in like a van to the booster's house. They took our phones. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want nothing getting out. They didn't want no unfalse stories getting out to the media. It was
Right.
just a whole big scene, man. And we was there for hours, and then come to find out, that's when they brought the official word back, like, yeah, he had passed away and stuff. So it was a crazy situation, man, for real.
Yeah, I'm sure that affected everyone, man. Definitely, like, going into the year, starting off, and then just to have some news like that, man. So, what was that season like?
So after that, that's when I had decided to transfer, man. Like I had we had the funeral process. Just a whole bunch of stuff was going on. And then I came back home, and that's when I was like, man, I'm just gonna come back, you know what I'm saying, back closer to home.
Yeah.
I had a couple schools that was interested in me. So I was just like, man, let me just
Yeah,
come back closer to
what
my
made you pick
family, huh?
UMass? You just wanted to come back home, play in your state?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanted to I wanted to play closer to my family. You know what I'm saying? Give them a chance to come and see me play and stuff like that. And it was in a good conference as well too. So that's the school I ultimately decided. I wanted to be close.
Yeah, I don't blame you. All right, so walk us through your years at UMass. What was that like? 'Cause I know, I think I heard like your junior year, so you was going to enter the draft or something like that. Just walk us through
Yeah, I
those.
did. I entered my junior year. I'll get to that, but so I got there my sophomore year. This is my redshirt year now. And so I got there, and the coach at the time was Travis Ford. So this was my redshirt year. I'm practicing with the team. I get there, my name is buzzing. They like, oh, AGs and oh, we got, you know what I mean? Like my name is buzzing. I'm practicing with the team. I'm getting my work in, but I'm not playing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going crazy in practice every day though. Like I'm going crazy. Like God is my witness. Like I'm going nuts. So the team that year, they ended up having a really successful year. Like they went to the NIT. I think they went to the finals of the NIT or something like that. They made it like a really good run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so now the coach, he's starting to get a little bit of buzz now. You know what I'm saying? He on a couple schools' radars now. You know how it
Yeah.
goes, man. Come on. You know how it goes.
It goes
So
both ways for players and
yeah,
coaches, bro.
come on, man. Come on. So now it's the season's over, right?
Yeah.
And so we had a basketball. I'll never forget this. We had a basketball banquet, and you know, we hadn't really heard from him like that. We've been hearing some rumors though that he might be leaving to go to Providence, but we hadn't seen him or nothing like that. He ain't been at none of the workouts. He been traveling, going to meetings. We don't know what's going on or
Man.
whatever, right? So Trav gonna walk in. Trav Ford gonna walk in, right? He gonna walk into the little venue with a
Banquet.
where the banquet was at, right? He gonna pull us to the side. Oh, guys, it's very great to see y'all. Man, listen, I know you guys been hearing a lot, but I'm not taking the Providence job. I'm not doing this. I love you guys. I'm ready to you know what I'm saying? Basically just telling us whatever we wanted to hear, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget this. So he gets on stage, you know what I'm saying? Puts on this big, whatever, this big show. Then I swear, 2 days later, I swear that was the last time we ever heard from this dude. 2 days later, we see it on the ticker. 2 days later, we see it on a ticker that he took the Oklahoma State job. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So it was like,
Yeah, that's
man, this
crazy.
dude is crazy. So now I transferred into UMass to play for him, but now I'm ultimately, you know what I'm saying? When it's
Yeah.
really time for me to play, I'm getting ready to play for another coach.
Right.
So it was like, you know how it goes, man. The loyalty is thin, especially on that level, man. These coaches is looking to climb the ladder, and I respect it, but he could have at least kept it a buck with us and been like, "Yeah,
Exactly.
fellas, I'm
At
about to
least
be
said
out of here, man."
goodbyes and let y'all
Yeah, at least said
away
what
from
up. He
what you
he
do.
he he gassed us, made it seem like he's sticking around. We like, all right, cool. Coach is coming back, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? And then he just
Yeah, that's
he just,
crazy.
you know what I mean? It was something that I'd never seen before, bro, for real.
So keep walking us through it, man. Who
So
came
so
in
my
next?
so DK came in, Derek Kellogg came in, he brought the whole dribble drive, Memphis offense in. And we struggled. We struggled at least the first 2 years that I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like we was just it was just new coaching system, new players, you know what I mean? Like my first year playing, he didn't bring any new guys in, but he just brought a completely different new staff in, new system. So guys was still adjusting. There was a little bit of pushback from some of the players, you know what I mean, and the
Yeah.
coaches. It was just it was. So then the next year, that's when he started bringing in his recruits. So he brought in like 5 new freshmen or something. Boom. So you know what I'm saying? That they got their own class. These are his guys now,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying? They was still young. We still struggled. We was You know what I'm saying? We was still trying to figure it out. We had a couple wins, but we was still like I think we was like a little bit under 500 that year. So now my senior year comes, and now it's the freshmen that were there the year before that are now sophomores, so they're a lot more seasoned, and we got a core group of guys that have been playing with each other for a couple of years now, and we did a lot better that year. You know what I'm saying? I think we were like, I don't know, maybe, and we didn't do great, but it was still better than what we
Yeah.
did in the previous couple of seasons. You know what I'm saying? Guys started to buy in a little bit more. Guys started to really develop that mentality and that work ethic that it really takes to be successful at that level, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you really got to put the work in if you want to stay consistent and you want to, you know what I mean? You want to do well on that level.
So by your senior year, everyone was buying in though in the new system and all that, and playing better.
Yeah.
Um, so what was your junior year like? Like, what was your numbers like? Were you still playing your game, or did you
So
feel
my
a little bit
yeah, nah,
off?
my nah. So my sophomore year and I got there was already, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of guys that had been playing with each other already. And, I was just pretty much getting in where I fit in. You know what I'm saying? We had a point guard that was, he was like one of the assist leaders in UMass history, one of the all-time assist leaders in UMass history. But he was kind of like ball dominant, you know what I'm saying? So I was pretty much just kind of getting it in where I fit in. You know what I'm saying? He'll feed you when he's ready to feed you, pretty much. But that's another story. But you know what I'm saying? But junior year came. I played well. I averaged like 14 a game my junior year. I had some really good games. Had some really good spurts during the season. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of that year, I had ultimately decided to put my name into the draft. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been had I not transferred, that would have been my senior year anyway. So I was like, you know what? I'm a risk taker. You know what I mean? I don't mind stepping out there. You know what I'm saying? I know that's where I belong. That was the mindset that I had. And the opportunity presented itself. So I entered in the draft. I put my name in, tested the waters, and I actually ended up working out for Boston. And then I took my name out again. And you know what I'm saying? I'll never regret that experience ever. Like it was probably some of the most valuable lessons that I learned and valuable experience that I really got. And that pretty much set me up for success in my senior year. You know what I'm saying? I was in a workout with 3 first rounders. So it was like, what more can I say? You know what I'm saying? I left that workout like, yo, listen, I'm ready. I'm there because I was competing with those dudes at that level. You know what I'm saying? Avery Bradley, Eric Bledsoe was in my workout. Avery Bradley was in my workout. There was another big guard. I don't know if you might. His name was Dominique Jones. He played in the league for a while. He played with. He went to South Florida. He played for Dallas for a while and a couple other teams. Dominique Jones. He was a good player though. He was in my workout as well too. It was pretty much us four just going at it, man. And that really just set me up. That gave me the confidence. I spoke to Danny Ainge after. I was talking to Doc. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
was I was trying to just get as much feedback as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just really just
What
get
about
all
your
the not.
family? So what'd your family say about that? Did they say they think you should finish out, go back to school your last year, or
So the whole plan was for me to go back to school. I knew I was going back to school, but it's
okay,
like if I got the opportunity to do that and I was able to get a workout with Boston, why not? Shoot,
for
why
sure,
why
for
not go
sure.
and do it? You know what I mean? I
Right.
get some publicity behind it. They say, oh, Anthony Gurley entered the draft. All right, cool. Bet that. Now I'm on these teams' radar going into my senior year, and that just set me up. You know what I'm saying, for a successful senior run, man. Like
And you kind of tested yourself out. You said, like you said, with Avery Bradley, Eric Bledsoe.
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a big fact. So that, you know what I'm saying, that really set me up for my senior year. And man, I had a big time senior year, man. I'll never forget that for real.
All right, cool.
I had a real successful career, man. So shout out to G, man, G Clavel, man. That he's a good dude for real.
That's what's up. So
Yeah.
after Israel, what was the next move, man?
Israel was after that, that was France. You know what I'm saying? That was the year that I went to France. But France, I had went like halfway through the season, or like the ending part of the season, and I would say that was probably like, that was probably like the best the best league that I played in. Yeah.
Okay.
Competition wise, yeah, that was probably the best league. That in Venezuela was probably the best two leagues that I played in, like competition
Dope,
wise and stuff
dope.
like that. Yeah. Yep.
So
Um,
talk to us about that. Like, what was that transition like?
France, man. I go from Israel, which was it was a really good league, but France now this is a step up, and I'm playing a reserve role on this team too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming in playing like backup minutes. Um, you know what I mean? I'm coming in just getting in where I fit in. I came there halfway through the season or whatever, but it was big time, man. And this was the second league in France that I was in. There's four leagues in France, I believe. Yeah. But this was the second league that I was in, and it was still big time basketball, man. It was we playing in arenas, we playing against EuroLeague guys, we playing against, you know what I'm saying, guys that are veterans, that are seasoned, that are really good. The natives in France are solid. You know, the native Frenchmen are good, and then you got to understand they got Africans over there too. So, you know, there's a bunch of athletes in that league, man, and you know what I mean? It was definitely a good experience.
For sure, that's dope, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So all right. So what was next? France, and then what was that? Just walk us through the rest of your career.
Yeah. So after that, I bounced around to a lot of different spots, man. So after my year in France, I went to Canada for a little bit. I was in Canada for like 10 games. Once I was in Canada for 10 games, and then I got an offer to go back over to Europe. So I took an offer in Iceland 10 games through the season. So I went over in Iceland, finished up there with Tindastóll in Iceland. Um, we went pretty deep in the playoffs. I think we went second round or third round, one of them. But we had literally like brought the team back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and my man MD, Myron Dempsey, we had got over there midway through the season. Because like I said, I was already in Canada at the beginning of the part of that year. So we
Right.
had got over there midway through the season. They was losing. And so they had cut the Americans and brought us in, and we just kind of changed the whole dynamic of the team. We was running through the league, man. So that was really fun. But we ended up meeting another team that was tough, man. It was very, very tough. From there, I think I went to what was it next year? 2017, I want to say.
Yeah, I think so.
2017. Where was I? Oh, Colombia. I was in Colombia. I went to Colombia 2017. I played in the spring of 2017. I went to
Okay, I
Colombia.
remember that.
Played for Coach Bernardo for a little bit, man. I seen him on your live like a couple weeks ago, man. Shout out to Coach Bernardo, man. Shout out to what's my other man's name? The dude that run the team, Carlos Spada, right? That's his name.
Carlos Potter, yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to them, man. But the team was different when I was there because we wasn't called the same name. We wasn't called
Yeah,
we
I was
wasn't in the
confused.
same
They
city.
changed the whole location, bro.
They changed everything in Colombia, man, for real. But I ain't even gonna front. I loved Colombia, dog. Woo! I loved it over
I
there,
would end
man.
my career there, bro. Had it been cool. They ain't lose smoke.
Colombia is definitely in my top. Colombia is definitely in my top.
That country's
Hands
amazing,
down.
bro.
Hands down. Not even a question, man. I love it over there. The food is fire. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope country, man. Medellin, man, it's lovely. I love that city, for real.
Medellin is dope, bro.
Bogota's fire. Cali.
Cali is dope, bro.
Cali's a nice wave.
The
You
whole
know what I'm
country
saying?
is fire, bro.
Yeah. Nah, definitely, man.
Good
Definitely.
people too, man.
Man, good people, man. Beautiful women, good people, man. It's fire over there, man. For real.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. So what was after Colombia? I think it was did you do Canada again?
Nah. So after Colombia, where did I go after Colombia? I think my last stop was Vin after that, honestly.
Yeah.
That was my last stop because I was kind of getting over a little bit of like it wasn't an injury or whatever, but I was
I
battling
remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
I was battling a little bit of tendonitis for a while. So I had missed a good chunk of time, but I ended up getting back on, you know what I'm saying? And Venezuela was my last stop, man. And it was definitely, I definitely enjoyed my experience in Ven, you know what I'm saying? Like
Man, I always wish I would have made it there, but I heard about it all, man.
Ven,
Tax life.
Man, listen, man, Vin was an experience, but it made me stronger though, man. I tell you that. I,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from it. I enjoyed it. It made me stronger. It was a big time league. But it was, the conditions of the country wasn't stable at the time.
Yeah, they got
So
hit like a few years ago, man. It's like the economy was
yeah,
affected
man.
by it, and basketball was affected by it, bro. But like overall, it's a well respected league, bro. Probably one
Nah,
of the
very,
top,
very, yeah.
probably one of the top respected leagues in like South
In
America.
South America, yeah, nah, it's a tough league, man. Venezuela is tough, and
Yeah,
they don't call no
no,
fouls.
no foul.
yo, these Venezuelans will, man, listen, bro, yo, they will do whatever to you, and the ref's not calling the
Yeah,
foul.
you looking at them,
They,
they
you,
like, yo, play.
yeah, man. But it was cool though. We was practicing a lot over there though, man. They used to practice us a lot. Like day before games, coach used to run us into the ground, like. You know what I mean? But it was cool though. I enjoyed it, man. I definitely enjoyed it. I still talk to some of my peoples over there, still to this day. You know what I mean? Still stay
Sure.
in contact with them. I
Hey, it's
I'm
giving
doing
me
all
a
out in
20.
mobile. The country is fire.
Yeah, I heard it's fire, bro.
Yeah, the
Like
food,
real up to
everything.
date.
The food, everything. They speak English. The nightlife is dope. It was, man. It was that was an amazing experience for real.
All right. What about your jersey numbers? Is there a certain jersey number that is memorable to you, or that you would
Yeah.
try to always get?
I used to wear 12 my whole life, man. Honestly. I wore 12 uh, up until college. My freshman year at Wake, I couldn't get 12. They didn't have it, so they gave me like 33. So I was wearing number 33. I'm like, what's number 33? Ooh, Larry Bird. I guess they
Yeah.
must have gave that to me because I was from Boston or something. But
Yeah.
but when I got to UMass, I switched back to 12. 12 was always my favorite number. So I switched back to 12, but then you know what I'm saying? My birthday's the 21st, so I kind of like flip-flopped it. You know what I mean? I was 12. So then when I started getting a little bit older or whatever, I kind of dropped the one and I just kept the two. You know what I'm saying? So I started just playing with number two.
Right.
But a couple other spots I had weird numbers. I had 9 in a couple. I wore 9 in Iceland. I wore like, what did I wear in Vin? I forget what I wore in Vin. I think I wore 2 in Vin though.
Yeah, I
I
think so.
forget.
I think so.
Yeah, I think I wore number 2 in Vin. Yeah, I would bounce around, but 12 was always my favorite number. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my Newton North number. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? AG 12. That's
Yeah.
that's me.
All
Yep.
right. What advice would you give someone wanting to play pro ball?
Man, that's a great question, bro. Anyone wanting to play ball, man, first of all, you gotta know what you're getting yourself into. Um, and you gotta climb the ladder, man, like anything in life. This earned, not given. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really get out there and earn it. Um, you gotta find ways to get on, depending on your situation. Everyone's situation is different. So you gotta find ways to get on, whether it's going to little showcases, getting your game footage, finding things to build your resume. You know what I mean? Like you can't expect to just jump into a situation or expect for a team to come calling to you. You gotta really put that grind in, man, and go through the struggle a little bit, the ups and the downs. You know what I mean? If you want to really play, and you gotta get out there and perform when the time is called. You know what I mean? You go to these showcases, you gotta find a way to perform. You gotta, and those showcases are tough too. You know what I'm saying? Because
A lot of them are
depending
just grab money. So
yeah, 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 yeah. I got story. You know what I'm saying? I went to Vegas one year. Like I got stories about that, and I really seen what them showcases is all about. Like
yeah.
it's tough, but my biggest thing would just say stay persistent, man. With anything, you know what I mean? Just stay persistent. Keep trying to build your contacts, build your connects. Um, you know, reach out to people that are resourceful, that can lead you in the right direction and connect you with good people. You know what I mean? Because the pro basketball world, man. There's a lot of good that comes out of it, but it's a dirty game, man. I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? You got crooked agents, you got crooked managers of teams, you got, you know what I'm saying? agents that claim they can connect you with this and that, and you know what I mean. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. You got agents on pages offering guys. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a
Big
circus.
business, man.
It's a circus sometimes. It really is. So you gotta make sure you're talking to good, knowledgeable people that have been through this already. You know what I mean? That been through the struggle, that know what to expect, that can point you in the right directions. You know what I mean? Like I say this all the time. I say I wish I had like a big homie or something, or somebody to really tell me what to expect when I was coming out of school. Like
A blueprint, bro. Just
yeah,
someone
get
telling you.
yo, this is what you got to do. This, you know what I'm saying? Like I wish I had that, whatever. But you know, that's why everything happens for a reason, and that's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to offer any type of knowledge, any type of insight to guys that's really trying to get on, man, for real, and try and point them in the right direction, and just be realistic with it, man. Like you got to be realistic at the end of the day too.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. You gotta be real with yourself first. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. You got to be real with yourself, man, and you know you're gonna have to climb the ladder. Shoot, you gotta go to these showcases. You gotta send your footage out to 30 agents. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put together your mixtapes.
Hell yeah.
You gotta do it. You gotta do what you do whatever you gotta do to, you know what I'm saying, gain some traction and connect with some people.
Right. All right. What would the you now tell the younger you if you could go back, playing wise? You know what I mean? Like, what would the AG tell the younger AG if you could go back?
Playing wise, I would probably say, you know, be you, first of all. Be you, you know, continue to do what got you to this point. Um, and then I will also say, on the flip side, find somebody that's knowledgeable about the game and that can kind of analyze your game and let you know what you need to work on in order to get to that level, to take things to another level. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I looking back on things, I had always wished that I could put the ball to the deck a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like my handle's not sus or nothing like that, or I'm not loose with it, but I had wish I could really, you know, create my own shot to a point where I'm virtually unguardable because I can shoot the basketball. You know what I'm saying? So had I been able to put it to the deck just a little bit more, get a little bit more bop, bop, boom, and get
Yeah.
my shot off from there, then I felt like I would have virtually been unstoppable or whatever. But, you know, just it's really just about getting with good people, man, honestly. Make sure you surrounding yourself around good people, man, and good, knowledgeable people that's going to keep it real with you and let you know what you need to do in order to take your game to the next level.
Right. All right. So now I want to talk about after basketball, man. Like I know you got your LLC. You part of iHoop. Like when did that start getting in motion? I know it's tough for being overseas hooping and your season ends and now you don't know what you're gonna do for bread until your next gig. You know what I mean? So how do you keep yourself in motion at the crib, making money? You know what I mean? Like how important? Talk about how important that is. You know what I mean? How you set yourself up, like when you
Yeah,
start
yeah,
getting all
yeah.
that emotion.
Yeah, definitely, man. So, I'll just give you a little bit of rundown of what I got going on right now. I got my LLC, Earn Your Rep, uh, and basically the overall concept of the brand is it's a lifestyle brand. So the overall concept of the brand is, you know, we're here to inspire people. We're here to inspire people to tap into to tap into their inner greatness. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. We're here to inspire people to reach their pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Just tap into their inner greatness and earn their rep. You know what I'm saying? Reaching your pinnacle is earning your rep. So
Right.
um, you know, and the process of doing that is the relatable experience that what unites all of us. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. Like if you're trying to be a doctor, if you're trying to be a lawyer, you're trying to be an athlete, you're trying to be an architect, you have to go through this process. Everyone's going through that same process of earning their rep. And so we're here to inspire people, and just to let them know that you're not alone in this grind. We're here with you. And you know what I'm saying? Trying to just build a community of people, man, for real.
It's dope, man.
And so within that brand, we you know, we do basketball training. We do we do we do a lot of community involvement as well too. Like this past September, we had our first annual back to school drive.
Yeah,
Um,
seen that, man.
and
That looked like a
yeah,
great
yeah,
turnout, bro.
yeah. We had our first annual back to school drive. We were able to partner with Adidas, so Adidas sponsored the event, and we were able to give away over 125 Adidas backpacks, stuff with full school supplies. Man, we was giving away cool sneaker gift cards. Man, we was giving away haircuts, hair supplies. We was giving away razor scooters that they could win off the auction. Man, free food. Man, it was such a dope experience, man. And
What it's
you know what I'm
about,
saying?
man.
I'm just I'm really excited about year 2 coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like with that, we're putting together a lot of different things, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely grateful for the turnout that we had the first year. So we do basketball. We got the basketball side, and then we do the we do a lot of community involvement stuff, and we got apparel coming out soon too. So we're coming out with I have an official athletic apparel line that's dropping within a matter of months. So, you know what I'm saying? Just working every day on that. It's trying to, you know what I'm saying? Trying to tap in, man. That's what it's all about. Tapping into your inner
Sure,
greatness,
man.
man.
Sure, that's
Um,
what's up.
you know, as far as, just life after basketball and trying to give guys advice on that, you gotta really just find what your passion is, number one. And, just try and tap into that, man. That's what it's all about, tapping into our inner greatness. Everyone has something that makes them great, that's inside of them, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different within each and every single one of us. Something that sets our souls on fire. Something that is just we have a burning passion for inside of us. So that's the message that we're trying to send. So you got to find it inside of you. God blessed you with some sort of talent. So it's up to you to tap in and really, you know, figure that out and reach your pinnacle, man. Earn your rep.
For sure. I agree,
Yeah.
man. All right. Let's see, you got any questions? Kind of quiet here. All right. Like, what do you do now to occupy your time? Like, besides your own business and your stuff like that. Like, what are some hobbies you do in life after basketball, bro?
Um, Man, I I spend a lot of time working, man. Honestly, I'm just working, man. Just trying to build my brand. I've been doing a lot of before the Corona hit. I've been doing a lot of traveling, and I was working on a couple of projects in different states and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just photo shoots, getting my modeling on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's just another piece of the arsenal that I have. You know what I'm saying? Just tapping into my inner greatness, man, and
Sure.
just trying to really spread my wings. So I do that. I've been traveling. I've been really just building my brand, man, and enjoying my time with my family, and the ones that are close to me.
Sure.
I get in the gym a lot,
Yeah.
still gotta stay
You
in
still
shape.
working out. It's a lifestyle, man.
Yeah. It's a lifestyle, man. You gotta. I tell guys all the time, you can't just go cold turkey. You better stay in the gym. You better stay in shape. You know what I'm saying?
You got to
So
hit
I
the
stay.
men's
So
league
so
still.
yeah. I'm still on it. Like I might have retired from hooping overseas, but I'm still hooping. I'm still in the mix. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
I
yeah.
still play in the men's leagues. I still work out damn near every single day. Stick to a good diet. You know what I'm saying? Really try and live a healthy lifestyle, man. You know what I mean?
Right. All right, so we got a
Yeah.
question. What about partying while overseas? What advice would you give to an up and coming athlete? Drinking, smoking, etc.
What about it? Like
What advice would like? What about partying overseas?
what
Yeah,
advice would I give? What advice would I give?
yeah, like just on all that, I
Um,
guess.
I mean, I'm not one to tell anyone not to live their life. You know what I'm saying? But with anything in life, it requires balance. So you do anything too much is gonna start affecting you. And I've been one to always make sure I get my work in first. And I don't really, you got to pick and choose your spots. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really drink like that. I'm more of a social guy. If I'm out at a get together or something, I have a drink or something, but I'm not one to really indulge in the, you know what I'm saying, the drinking it or smoking it like that. You know what I mean? You gotta pick which you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta pick that life. You can't burn the candle on both ends. You can't make gains on the court and you're drinking all the time. You know what I mean? It's just don't add up. Like, you're not. It's just one. It just don't go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick one or the other. You want to be a rock star. You want to be a basketball player. Like, what you want to do, man?
Yeah, that's a great answer, bro. Yeah, and what did you graduate your degree with in college, man?
I was
Are you
a
thinking
major.
about going for your masters or what's up, man?
Oh man, excuse me. I graduated with a degree in sociology. You know what I'm saying? Our sociology. Um, I thought about going back for my master's at one point, but at this point, man, with what I got going on, I think I'm gonna just stay in my lane. Eventually, I might go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might go back later on in life, but right now, I'm gonna just, you know what I mean? I'm just staying in my lane, man. Just trying to build, man. Build each and every single day.
I could dig it, bro. All right, so we
Yeah.
got. Do you have any basketball regrets?
Basketball regrets. Be more specific about, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe like if you
Basketball
could go
regret.
back, you would have did pick something
Man,
differently.
listen,
Or,
I would have did a lot. Like I said, I would have did a lot of things different. I think the one regret that I might have was, um, when I first came out of school, like I said before, like, I wish, like, if I could do it all over again, I would have took my ass right overseas, started building my resume, building, you know what I'm saying? Building, and my money would have went up year by year. And then I could have came back and gave the league a shot. I would have did it vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Had I known like that, I think that's probably one regret that I had.
okay. Do you feel you would be a great mentor?
Yeah, I mean, I mentor all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I have the chance to give the game back or you know what I'm saying, help somebody along the way, I'm always open arms trying to answer questions, just trying to help people. Somebody gave me the game, so I'm giving the game right back. You know what I mean? And that's how it's supposed to go.
That's
So yes, to
good.
answer that question, yes.
All right, man. I don't see many more, so I'm gonna get into some of these trivia questions, man. See some of your knowledge on the game, bro. You ready?
Yeah, let's get it. What you got?
All right. Who was Toronto's first pick in 2009 in the NBA draft? Obviously.
In 2009. What's that dude's name? Bargnani? Am I wrong?
Yeah, man. DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, that was DeRozan's year? What's the dude?
Yeah.
Didn't they pick Bargnani one year?
I don't know if that was 2009 though.
Oh gosh. Yo, shout out to my man. Shout out to my man Abe, man. I just seen him on the check-in, man. That's my guy right there, man. That's
Yeah,
one of the
I'm gonna get him on
funniest.
here.
Yo, that's one of the funniest dudes I ever met, man. He thorough too, man. I definitely much respect to Abe. Shout out to that man for real.
All right, number two. Tristan Thompson made his first NBA start as a replacement for who?
Tristan Thompson?
Yeah. His first NBA start was was a replacement for who?
Can you tell me the team that he was on, and I could tell you the replacement?
The Cavs.
He was with the Cavs.
Yeah.
So who was it for? Anderson Varejao or somebody like that? Or Jonas
Yeah.
Ilgauskas?
Yeah. Anderson
Yeah,
Varejao.
yeah. All right, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm one and
Yeah,
one
that's
right now. Let's go.
What team drafted Mike Miller in 2000?
Damn, that's a good one. I want to say Memphis.
Florida team. Orlando Magic.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I
my
only know
trivia
these because
game is
I got the
trash.
answer right in front of me.
My trivia game is trash.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
How old was Kobe Bryant when he was drafted into the NBA?
That's easy. He got drafted at he went straight out of high school. So he was either 17 or 18 years old.
Which one you picking?
I'm picking 17.
You're right. That's the 17.
Yeah, 17. Yeah, nah, Kobe was 17. Yeah, for sure. I
All
remember
right.
that.
What or who did Kobe Bryant's parents name him after?
Billie Jean, right? Right? Jean, Bean, no, Bean, right?
Bean,
Billy,
yeah, Bean.
Bean. I said Billie Jean, Bean. Yeah, Bean
That was his
Bryant, right?
pops. Nah, the Kobe's kind is a type of steak.
Damn, this is
Yeah.
yeah, this is some deep trivia. Yeah, I said Billie Jean, I meant Bean. Yeah, that's.
Nah, but yeah, I knew that actually from years ago because
Oh, word?
some type of interview I seen is like, oh, Kobe is a type of steak, and that's what they named him after. I'm like, damn, they must love steak.
Nah, for real.
All right, so I got some Zoom questions now. It's gonna be two options. You just gotta pick either or. All right, so the first one is, would you pick a big party or a small gathering?
Small gathering any day.
Rich friend or loyal friend?
Loyal any day.
Netflix or YouTube?
And YouTube. I've been on YouTube a lot lately. I gotta say YouTube, man, honestly.
Kobe or LeBron?
I love you, Kobe, man. God rest his soul, but I'm a LeBron guy.
Okay, okay. All right, so now the next three, you got to marry one, get one pregnant, or one night stand.
Yeah, yeah. Go
The
ahead.
Kardashians, Kim, Chloe, or Courtney?
I gotta marry one.
Marry one, get one pregnant, or have a one night.
Shit. I think I'm gonna marry. My fault. Yay! I gotta cuff the wifey though. Nah. I might marry with the other one, the low key one. Honestly,
Courtney?
nah, that's Courtney, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's one
yeah. I might, yeah.
with
Hmm?
all the kids and
I
Scott.
might marry her. Yeah, man. I might marry her. What you say? One night stand?
Yeah, one night stand and married. And pregnant. You gotta have a baby with.
Ah, man. Yeah, Kim, you could get the kid, I guess. And then
Chloe.
Chloe, yeah, I might have to I one off that.
That's tough, man. Those are tough, man. All right,
Nah,
man.
that's
So
definitely tough.
that's it for the Zoom questions. I got one last question for you, man.
Yeah, what's up?
Who would Anthony Gurley be without basketball?
Man, that's a great question, bro. I don't know what I would be without basketball, honestly, man. I'll probably be hmm. I might be in the music industry or something, man. Honestly, trying to produce some beats or something, because I love music. You know what I mean? Like I love music, man, and
Right.
I'm definitely a music head. So I would probably be trying to get into music if I wasn't hooping. You know what I'm saying? But that would have had to start years ago. But nah, I mean, like I said, man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed for the journey. I'm thankful, extremely thankful for it. Basketball has navigated me, you know what I'm saying, throughout my whole life, man. Like it continues to navigate me still to this day. So I'm truly thankful for the journey, man. Everything that you know what I'm saying, even through all the ups and the downs, man. I'm extremely thankful for it.
Nah, for sure, man. That's why I wanted
But
to get I want to get
yeah,
guys on
yeah, yeah.
here just to even just walking yourself through your own journey. Kind of, you're
Nah,
like,
that's a
damn,
fact.
like it reminds you of
That's a
shit you went
fact.
through, adversity you overcame, bro. Like
Hmm.
good times, bad times, but at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason, bro. And
Nah, that's a fact, man. I'm thankful for it all, for real, man. And I'm still standing. You know, I'm still able to play at a high level, man. I'm all the glory to God, for real.
for sure, bro. But all right, man, I appreciate your time, man. Hope the
Yes,
family's
sir. Yes,
well. Y'all
sir.
stay
Yeah,
safe
yes,
during these
sir. You
times,
already,
bro.
you already, you already know, bro. Much love and respect always, man. We go way back, dog, and that ain't never going
Yeah,
to
you
change. You
already
know what
know.
I mean?
I'm sure I'll catch you next
Yes,
one of these
sir.
tournaments and soon, shit,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
But
Yes,
Much
sir.
love,
Stay.
bro. I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
you.
much love, bro. Yeah, stay safe out here, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in too, man. For real, it was a dope. It was
I'm
definitely a
gonna say
dope session.
if you missed it, I'm gonna save it to my story and then I'm gonna screen record it. And I'm trying to get these joints up on YouTube, but I gotta delete a
Yeah.
lot of stuff on my phone, bro. But
Nah, I already
again,
know
bro,
how it is.
I
I already know
appreciate you,
how it
bro.
is, bro. Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. For real. Thank you, bro. For
All
real,
right.
for real. Yes, sir. Yep. 100.